Hey folks, ACCG here, and in today's video we have a blue Crocodile deck list from OP05. So this is a little bit different from the list that I was running last format. It has been updated. I find this deck to be quite a fun one. I love mono blue, but I do think it struggles against some of the meta decks, to be completely honest. I do think it's worth trying because it can just like stomp them if they don't know how to play against it. But then Sakazuki's quite a difficult matchup. When you're playing this, or if you just get rushed down, it can be kind of a pain, but it's fun. So yeah, let's get into it. People forget that you can 3000 wills and then croc ability, and they're like, where have my blockers gone? So yeah, croc. We are running Who's Who in this list because we got Kaido now. Kaido being able to draw 4 cards is pretty good if you didn't know. So Who's Who just lets you look at the top 5 for an Animal Kingdom pirate. We also got X-Drake, so he's an Animal Kingdom's pirate as well, so you can search for that, which is really tasty. Dofi blocker, yeah, card's still just really good. I either chump block with this or I'm attacking with it, and then it usually gets attacked into anyway, so in a way it's still a blocker. So yeah, X-Drake, this card's sensational. If we weren't in such a control format right now, it would be even better, but we are, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just Dofi, but with like a much bigger stat line, and it's an Animal Kingdom, so you can search it with the Who's Who. Like Who's Who being able to search out this and your Kaido is just, yeah, super nice. It can also search out this Sasaki, which you'll see in a minute, but really nice. And then like having all of these bodies to be able to like swing into your opponent is pretty important. Next up we got 2 Roki. I was running Zeph in this slot, but I wanted to have more Animal Kingdom pirates for the Who's Who, and I wasn't finding many targets for the Zeph in the current format. Or I was finding targets, but the targets were cards that I didn't really want to give back to my opponent. So the Roki's nice. Like, it's a huge body, and if they don't get rid of it, it's just like a damage straight through. The new addition to the 7-drop stat line is the Borsalino. So yeah, he can on play bottom deck A4 or less, which is, yeah, super duper nice. I'm sure if you played against Sakazuki, which I'm sure you have if you've been playing in OP05, this deck is, yeah, just really nice. Like, this card, sorry, is really nice. Amazing stat line. The only thing that kind of sucks is that it doesn't have any counter, but it's fine, honestly. 2 Sogeking against Pluffy. This is just like super nice to be able to bounce some of their like bounce the kit back, like anything with a 6 cost and stuff like that. So yeah, and then also it's a bit of filter in your hand because it can get a bit clogged, especially with some of these cards like the Borsalino, like the Mihawk and the Kaido that we're about to look at now. Just, yeah, like bricking up your hand and you need some counter. Mihawk, still an absolutely fantastic boss monster. Being able to bottom deck a 7 is super nice, especially in a meta where like Sakazuki's playing the Borsalino, so like they play Borsalino going second, bottom deck one of your stuff, probably bottom deck your Borsalino, and then you play the Mihawk and bottom deck the Borsalino. And if you get this to stick and then another big body as well, it becomes really threatening for the Jesus, my brain. So for the Sakazuki, and then we also have for draw Kaido. This is a bit greedy. I don't think 4's 100% necessary because you can search it with the Who's Who, but it's really nice to see it. And like against most decks other than Sakazuki, like getting 2 of these off is just sensational. Against Anel, like getting even one of these is just like so much value. As long as they can't like get the rush Anel out, then yeah, you're able to hold your own. I feel like a lot of my matchups have been more than fine, apart from the Saka matchup. That's quite difficult because you're playing one big body and then they just like Ice Age, attack, use something else, bottom deck it. Yeah, not ideal. 2Ks, we've got 4 Sasaki because it's searchable with the Who's Who, 4 Kaya because it allows you to draw cards. Honestly, I hardly ever use the Kaya anymore. I just, yeah, use it more as a 2K more than anything else. And then we do have 3 Mihawk. This slot could be the new promo Nami, where it says on play, if you have 3 or less cards in your hand, you bounce one of your opponent's 3 cost or less back to hand, which is super nice. However, those are super duper expensive, and I don't think the difference is enough for me to buy those right now. Events 3000 Worlds. This is the best blue event in the current format. Oh, well, actually, that's a complete lie, because Houndblaze is, but, like, I mean, for a deck that can't reduce outside of it, like Sakazuki can, because there's just so many targets. Like, every single deck in the current format is playing 4 and 5 drops that you need to be able to get rid of to remove some of that aggression, and a lot less are running the high end, or you can kind of deal a little bit more with the high end. But when they do play the high end, we do have the Red Rock. So I was trying 3 of this, and to be honest, 3 felt perfectly fine, but I put it back up to 4, specifically because of the trigger. The trigger on the Red Rock allows you to bottom deck a 4 cost or less, which is sensational against Sakazuki and against Anel and against Purple Luffy, which are like the 3 decks that are currently on my mind when it comes to playing. Yeah, enough said, just allows you to bottom deck anything, which is sensational. Only issue again with this deck is against the Rush Anel, because it swings for 7 and you're like, oh, and then you can't really bottom it, which is everything that you're trying to do with this deck. 1 Gum Rain. You have a lot of bricks in your hand, like these, and these have no counter, so like just having this is super nice. I might potentially do this, to be honest, if I'm going to test this deck anymore, because like using Kaido effect to draw and then you having like 1 or 2 of these in your hand just catches people off guard quite a lot. And finishing off, we have 2 Demolition Breath Dragon Twister. So good and nice just to be able to have a 2-cost event that counters. I think like not a lot of them are being ran in this current format and meta, so like again, it catches people off guard a little bit, or they get a bit nervous when you've kept them up. And the trigger to bounce a 6-cost or less is absolutely sensational. Like when you get lucky and you do like yellow things and you get like more than 1 trigger a game, becoming triggered is what your opponent does. So yeah, very quick deck list. Yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.